Hey, how's it going? I'm Charlie.
I'm Jean.
Thanks for tuning in to Multicasking. Jean, what do we have here today?
I don't know.
An Edradour, or an Edradour. Is it Edradour or Edradour?
It's whiskey.
You, Edra, don't know. It's whiskey. Edradour. This is a...
10 years old. I can read that.
Good job. Proud of you.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
I'm chiming in.
Edradour. This is a 750 milliliter bottle of...
Oh, you
yeah.
can do it. No, you can.
No. 750 milliliter bottle of Edradour. It's a 10-year-old single malt Scotch whiskey from the Highlands. This is, they're still closed, fun fact, to the public, and it's 2023. Due to staff shortages, their website tells me. The ABV is what, Jean? 43%.
43.
86 is your proof. And
Look at that color.
Yeah, it's got a gorgeous color.
Look at that.
Aged in sherry and bourbon barrels.
Oloroso sherry.
Oloroso. I get the sherry notes.
Boy, do ya.
Oh, subscribe to the channel. Invite you. Thumbs up if you like us. Thumbs down if you do not like us.
Him.
Me.
Thumbs down for him.
Well, let's be honest. If it's a thumb down, it's going to be for me. It's going to be.
This is brownie with cherry filling.
Yeah, brownie batch with free cherry cordial. That's a note we get a lot.
Is that a Black Forest cake? Is that the one with the chocolate cake and then the frosting with the cherries on the top? I think that's what it's called.
I know, I do not know. But I think you're saying black cherry. I get black cherry notes, like when you get an old fashioned, and I forget the name of the type of cherry. It's not maraschino. It's an expensive cherry, but it's a darker cherry that they put in the old fashioned.
I know what you're talking.
Cherry.
I know what you're talking about.
Well, good. Good job. Proud of you. Again, lots of reasons to be proud for you today.
Thank you.
Big girl.
I got my big girl britches
Got the
on.
big girl britches. This is rich with. It's got a lot of flavor in here. It's like I'm salivating. It's like if you're making a stew or a broth. You know you got a nice umami nose just by smelling the broth as it steams.
Man, I wouldn't say that it's like a chocolate shake, but it is like a fudge. If you could make a fudge shake.
It has notes. If you're familiar with the Wendy's restaurant, fast food restaurant here in America, they have a Frosty. It's like that chocolate Frosty, which is a kind of a chocolate malt.
It has a really, really nice nose.
I get the single malt. This is also I think it's the smallest distillery in Scotland, and they have not changed the recipe in 150 years, if memory serves.
Well, if this is what you got, why change it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in.
Have a good one there, Miss Jean. So Edradour, if you've had it before, what'd you think of it?
Ooh. So it's about what you expected to taste. I mean, you're smelling the chocolate, the cherry. Now I got it on my tongue. I just ate a piece of moist chocolate cake, and it's inside of that chocolate moist cake is a ball of gooey, ooey cherry, and it's running down my chin right now. You got a napkin?
A napkin? No, that's a great description. Moist chocolate cake. I think that's spot on. It tastes like it on the palate, like it is on the nose. All the same flavors are there. I actually think, blow your mind, I actually think I like this better on the uncorking. I actually think I like the next pour a little bit better. It had more predominant notes on the uncorking.
Okay. It's got a little hint of pepper on the outside of it's just, the finish is really long lasting and flavorful.
The sherry notes are there.
I like it.
I pick up the sherry, I pick up the bourbon, heavy chocolate, heavy dark, syrupy cherry notes. I think a moist chocolate cake is a great descriptor. It doesn't have much of a transition. Has a long finish. Still making me salivate, so it has tons of flavor. I just want a bigger transition there from the opening to the finish. The mid palate kind of. There's no change there.
I'm not getting like any oakiness or anything like that out of this. It's just really chocolatey and cherry. With some peppers.
Yeah, it's a solid 10-year. The malted notes are there. It's a solid 10-year bourbon. I'm digging what they're doing.
Oh man.
Water do anything for you?
I am getting some kind of I put 2 big drops. I got like a sour apple now.
See, I'm getting some vegetal notes. Like a freshly mowed grass, maybe.
So maybe a little bit of rye notes?
Not right, no, it's just freshly mowed grass.
Okay.
The sherry notes are more predominant now with water in there. As are the chocolate.
Just smoothed it out a little bit. I think I like it with a drop of water.
Agreed.
Dang.
It's chewy now.
Yeah. Yeah, I got something stuck in my teeth now.
It's like you're making a gravy, it's too weak, you need to add some thickener in there, and now it's just chewy. Wow, that transitioned a ton with water. Good for you, Edward Dower Doer. You're a doer, like little Bob Ross, he's a little doer. Just a little doer. 87 for me. What'd you do, Miss Jean? You're drawing, so I'm guessing it's an 88.
It is not an 88.
89? Look at you go.
89
Look at you go.
for me. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I liked it better on the uncorking. On the uncorking, it was filled and packed with umami notes more so than it is now. I like it. It's
disagree.
nice.
I like it better now.
Okay. I'll give you that, Gene. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks
You're
for
welcome.
giving it to me.
I imagine you bought this since
I
it's a Scotch. You like Scotch more than I do.
I do.
I'm gonna guess you paid $80 for it. What'd you pay?
65.
I don't have a problem with 65. It's a solid 10-year single malt. Yeah, has a lot of neat stuff on the back there.
Couldn't tell you.
I like the
when I
bottle
bought
too. I tell you, we probably had it for several years.
Yeah.
We do that from time to time. Anything to add, Gene?
I have nothing else to add.
I'm Charlie.
And I am Jean, and I hope you are just as thirsty as we are.